Hello, welcome back to another new video. It is a very exciting day because I finally did the underside of the swirl and I think it looks really good. I had a lot of trouble figuring out how I wanted to do it, but it's done now and I don't have to worry about it. And I actually got it finished before the server tour last time, so you probably saw it in that video, and I definitely put the time lapse at the beginning of this video, so you know what happened, but I could not be included in the server tour without having finished the underside of the swirl. It just didn't feel right. So we'll get you a shot of it from this side. So you can see from over here, it looks a lot more finished now, and just all around better as it's not just a flat piece of dirt, basically, anymore. And I haven't quite decided yet, I might end up hanging some vines from it, or some, like, hanging moss from it. I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. I also don't have that much moss, so I would have to get some more. I also added these patches of flowers around the keep just to give some more foliage, and I added some moss around as well to give the ground a little bit more texturing in the areas that there would be shadow, just to try and give it a little bit more detail and, I don't know, make it more interesting. So areas like under the library have a lot of moss under them. This area was just kind of a test, so, oh, that's not supposed to be there. So I might get rid of it at some point, I'm not sure, unless I decide to put a tree there or something. It doesn't really make sense. The flowers also go along over here, and I try to do these in like patches. Like the flowers don't grow everywhere, they're just kind of sporadically around. And back here as well. And all the way around to the side. This is the biggest patch of flowers I did, but I kind of liked the idea of them coming down the hill here. It kind of, I don't know, maybe brings interest to this corner. And I tried fitting a tree here a few times, but none of the designs that I have really fit, and I don't know that I could come up with one that would be an appropriate size for this spot. But I do have plans to put a tree here. I have plans to put another tree here, and some more sporadically around. I have also planned out some more farmhouses for this episode, so I'm going to work on those at some point. They are going back here, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. They're really cute. I'm much happier with these houses than the ones I did over there, but that is progress, so. But yeah, that is what I'm going to be working on today, is those farmhouses and putting those trees around. And I'll probably do something else, but I'm not quite sure what else to do yet. So we will see. I finished up the farmhouses and I also added a few trees around. And I'm super excited to show you because look at how cute they turned out. I also did a layout. I think I want to put a barn here, just a small one to move some of the animals into. Although I'm still trying to figure out in my creative world how to make it look like the magic has split it in half. So I might build the structure of the barn today and deal with the magic part of it another time because it's really setting me back at this moment. So I added this tree here, which is just one of the ones from earlier, and a tiny little tree here, and we're just like gonna ignore that you can see below it. And then we have our farmhouses. So there's this one, which is actually 2 blocks wide inside, but has a nice upstairs. If I ever decorate the interior, which I probably should. And I really liked these indented walls that I did. I thought it turned out really cute. I'm really happy with it. And then we have this house, which I absolutely love, and I put this little cart in front. It is inspired by a build on Pinterest, but it is not an exact replica, so I did put my own spin on it. And I also added this large tree here, which I thought was a nice way to fill the space in between. I might add some flowers in here later when I decide what kind of foliage is going to go around in this area. But they're actually so cute, and I'm so proud of them. I had a lot of fun building them. And I'll give you a little shaders walkthrough because they're just too cute. I love them. Ta-da! So I feel like I've been making great progress on this farm area. I've got a couple more farmhouses over here that I need to work on. And this is technically the pink district, so I'm not doing that one at the moment. But I'll do those in the future. I also need to work on these houses over here. That is also a different district, so I'm not doing those, just the stuff in green. And I've got to finish this pathway eventually and figure out what I'm going to put up here. And then I think we're pretty much done with the farming district, which is really exciting because that means our very first district is completely finished. So, yeah, I'm going to continue working away. I think we'll work on the barn this episode. And once I have it built, if you guys have any input for how I can make it look like it's been split apart by the magic rift below it, that would be great because I absolutely cannot figure it out. I've been having so much trouble trying to figure out how to make it look magical. So here I go. I'm going to get started. So, per usual, I had 90%, if not 100% of the materials in my storage already for this build, and I was using the Limatica material list HUD on the side of my screen to keep track of what I needed. So I needed quartz, which I've been having a lot of fun building with recently. I definitely need to go gather some more soon though, or trade with more villagers. I should really do a villager trading episode. Maybe that'll be next, because my villager situation is real bad. So maybe next week we'll focus on some villagers. But yeah, I was just smelting, crafting, playing Minecraft basically. I wanted to stick with the theme that I've been going for in the farm area, which is kind of like wood, but with a mixture of quartz and like a little bit of purple, but not really. This build itself doesn't have a lot of purple in it. I was trying to think like the market district, the purple district, where the towers and everything, 90% of those buildings have purple roofs that I've built so far, if not all of them. And my thought process for the farmland was that it wouldn't have as much purple, they wouldn't be as focused on like the aesthetic of the area, they'd be more focused on the fields and the animals and stuff like that. So the barn is kind of like practical, it's made of wood, it's made of quartz, and it is very like substantial feeling. And that's what I've been trying to do with most of the builds, is just make them feel like they're practical for the district that they're in. This part's fun because I did get to go strip some wood and I time-lapsed it. But that is the only material that I really had to like go out and collect, and even then I already had it in my chest anyways. I just had to strip it. So, but yeah, I never really know what to talk about during these material gathering montages. I sometimes play music, but sometimes I guess I just ramble about nothing. So I hope you're enjoying that. I really needed a lot of dark oak and spruce materials for this build because those are the main two blocks that I used. And at the beginning you saw me put a lot of dirt blocks in that chest. I didn't even need like half of those. I guess they were just in my inventory and I just put them in there. I don't know. It was a lot. It's way too much. I didn't even need that many. I'm kind of running out of things to say, so I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. I'm really excited for this barn build. I think it's going to be really fun and cute. To be fair, I kind of already know how it turned out because I'm editing right now. So I already did the build and I already seen it, and I'll give you a hint. I think it turned out pretty cute. But yeah, I am sort of running out of time here with my voiceover, so I hope you enjoy the build. I hope you enjoy the time lapse. I had fun chatting with you. I don't know what else to say to fill the time, so I'm just gonna start the music now. Enjoy. Alright, the barn is finished, minus the gaping hole in it. I have not yet put any animals in here because I'm not sure if I want to turn this into like a stable for some horses because it's kind of small, or leave it as a barn. Let me try and get a good vantage point. It's pretty cute. It's a design I found on Pinterest, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Again, it's pretty small. I thought a barn would look good here, but there's really not that much space for it, so I might just add another one somewhere else if I can find a spot that makes sense. But it's pretty cute, so barn slash stable, I don't know. But if anybody has any ideas, this will eventually be a rift that kind of cuts through some of the ideas I had for how to make it come across that there's magic happening here was to have little sections floating throughout and maybe put some like purple glass on it to make it look magical. When I tried that in creative, it looked a little weird, so if anybody has ideas for that, that would be great. Or potentially it could just cut through a section instead of cutting through the whole building. So like I could just build the top part and it could just be an open hole through the center. That's an idea as well. Or if anybody else has any clever ideas on how to make this feel more magical. I'm just trying to make sense of what it would look like if something were over the rift. Because this, for example, the rift just ripped up the ground, right? So what is it going to do to this little barn over here if it's cutting through the ground? I feel like it doesn't quite make sense for it to have just lifted up this whole section of the barn. But definitely I wanted to have done something here. So yeah, if you have any ideas, please leave a comment below because I definitely needed some help trying to figure this out. Alright, so I do think that is where I'm going to end it for this video. I had quite a bit of trouble trying to figure out what to do with the rift in this barn, so please, if you have any input, leave it in the comments below and let me know what you think because I am at a loss with this. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I do want to say I'm not sure if my videos will be consistently every Wednesday anymore, as I'm getting a little busier with school and work recently, so I will try to get them out every Wednesday, but I just wanted to let you know in advance, just in case, like, it may not be that consistent, but I will try to get a video up at least every week or two. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, please leave a like if you did, and if you're new, please subscribe. I am almost at 100 subscribers, so I would really appreciate it if you would join us. And yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!